Deep Tracks I'm into on Sirius now. That's what I listen to. That's the channel that has Bob Dylan show on it. What a weird show that is.
You're listening to Bob's selections of music?
Yeah, this is about donkeys. Bob Dylan does a radio show on Classic Rewind. No, Deep Tracks. So does Tom Petty. But Bob Dylan's out there, man. Like, you barely understand him. But I'm fascinated.
But he wants a channel.
He doesn't have a channel. He has a show. He has an hour.
But, I mean, he wants a show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He likes it.
Well, sometimes he likes doing the show. I think he stopped for a while. Now he's back. One time I said a doggy is man's best friend, doggy. And this one, old Patty Page, doggy in the window. And then starts playing like Patty Page, Doggy in the Window. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? But meanwhile, I listen to the whole hour, so I must like it on some of.
You just want to stay with Bob. You like hanging out with him.
Oh, my God. You listen to his show?
I love that show.
You do?
And I'm just like you. I don't know why.
His doggies. His
cadence is so odd. Yeah. And he talks about the weirdest shit.
And he goes, "This is a doggy." I wish he'd go back to that Late Lady Lay voice because, it's like, "This is a doggy in the window, Patty Page." He goes, "And she knows the doggy in the window, so do you. And that's why it's man's best friend." And I go, what the fuck did this guy just say? I know he's Bob Dylan, but what is he talking about?
He talks like no other human I've ever heard. Here's a story about a dog who got away once. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay. And then he plays a song about a dog, but I am interested by him.
When the dog get away, it's time for man to play. Whoa, stop the clock. It's like, what's he talking about? I'd love to interview him because I still don't know what went down in his childhood because he clearly left Minnesota, got wherever he was from. I think
Hibbing, Minnesota.
Yeah. And changed his name to Bob Dylan from Bob Zimmerman.
Right.
And I don't think he's ever spoken to his parents since.
Really?
I mean, you just get the impression that he just had the shittiest 18 to 20 years.
He doesn't speak to them ever. I mean, he hasn't spoken to them since.
I don't know about the vibe that he's completely eradicated any part of his past.
Well, when he first got famous, he started doing all these interviews, and he told everybody he was an orphan.
Yeah.
And then he said he just did that because he was just trying to create, a
doggy in the window. I listen to him, I listen to Tom Petty, but mostly it's like Meg Griffin. I was listening to that Deep Tracks. I hear some good tunes.
I got to check out this Dylan show.
Oh, it's the best.
There's a donkey in the window. They're going to be Patty Page. Who knows what's in the mind of man's best friend? Doggies.
He did a show, Rob, and the whole show, the theme of the show was blood.
Oh, really?
That was the theme of the show.
Blood is thicker than water, but water sometimes you gotta drink it just to go down the path. This is a song about water. H2O from Thunderclap Newman.
Like weird, obscure tracks and shit from the 50s that you wouldn't think Bob Dylan would be into.
Well, he had to be listening to that kind of music. That was what was on when he was growing up.
Here's a commercial about dogs. Nestle, Farfel knows, Farfel know you.
He started playing Farfel from the Nestle's Quick commercials in the 50s. Like, what the fuck?
Everything influenced him.
One thing nice about it, I always feel like I'm the only guy listening. Isn't that the goal of radio, to make you feel like you're
That's
the only
right,
one
he's talking to you.
Well, I feel that way, too, because it's so fucking outrageous that I think I'm the only one who didn't turn it off.
Yeah. I heard the Hooters play Boys of Summer. That was kind of deep. I didn't know they did that. Did you ever hear that? The Hooters, Boys of Summer? Fred, play a little of the... See if you can find it. And then play...
Patty Page, how much is the doggy in the window with Farfel?
You know what they played the other day that I loved? Hurricane by Bob Dylan. It's like 8 minutes long, and nobody ever plays that.
I'm talking about some shit you never hear. Hurricane you can hear. Hooters, the Boys of Summer you never hear. But we don't have it. Melanie, Mr. Tambourine Man.